Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best ice cube trays.
Starting at number 5.
AiBast Ice Cube Tray Set. Consider this your starter kit for all things ice. Inside this kit are the materials to craft every type of cocktail ice you may need. There's a large round ice cube tray for slower melting spheres, think for scotch or other sipping spirits, and a standard large cube tray for making big rocks. It makes 1.8 x 1.8 inch cubes. The sphere mold makes 6 cubes 1.8 inches in diameter and comes with a funnel and measuring cup for filling the trays. For your average, smaller ice cubes, the set includes a honeycomb tray with a lid that produces 37 cubes at a time. However, our tester found that the thin silicone design of this tray resulted in some irregular cubes. The design of the circular mold also created some odd shapes. The square and honeycomb molds were easy to fill during testing, but the rounded ones required a funnel and a small measuring cup, belaboring the process. Thanks to the lids on these trays, our tester found that spillage during transport wasn't an issue. These lids also allow for stacking of the square and honeycomb tray. All of the cubes were easy to release from their respective molds, and none of them had any sort of plastic or freezer smell, but they do take up quite a bit of room in the freezer. All the trays are made with food-safe, odor-free, non-stick silicone material. The silicone is temperature-resistant between 104 degrees Fahrenheit to 446 degrees Fahrenheit, so it can also freeze coffees, simple syrups, fruit juices, and everything in between.
Coming at number 4.
WNP Peak Clear Ice Mold. For serious cocktail enthusiasts, invest in a mold that creates show-stopping cubes. This WNP model makes one large, crystal clear 2-inch ice cube, and it's made up of a silicone mold and insulated sleeve that come together to make the cube. During our testing, we slipped the mold into the sleeve and filled it with water. We found its top-down design froze the ice without any bubbles or impurities, while gravity pushed the bubbles to the bottom of the mold with a small section capturing impurities, leaving a clear cube at the top. The bottom of the sleeve pops out to make for easy removal of the mold. Note that this ice mold makes only one cube at a time and stands quite tall in your freezer, 5.75 inches high. Additionally, since these ice cubes are larger than the average cube, they can take up to 24 hours to freeze thoroughly. But the mold is snap to use, and Freeman found the results were just about flawless.
At number 3.
Onyx Stainless Steel 18-Slot Ice Cube Tray. The stainless steel construction of this Onyx ice tray not only means it's incredibly durable, but it also keeps the contents from absorbing freezer odors, making it great for freezing broths, herb cubes, or fruit juices without other flavors lingering. While this tray isn't flexible like a silicone mold, the stainless steel handle and removable divider in order to extract ice. When your ice is frozen, flip the handle up and pop out the cubes. The Onyx tray is a beautiful addition to an area of the kitchen that doesn't get much love, the freezer. In theory, the metal tray is a clever concept, releasing all cubes with the pull of a lever, but when we tested this tray it did not work as promised, ultimately making it difficult to justify the price tag. During one test, only 3 of the 18 cubes were released from the tray, with the rest sticking to the metal divider. The manufacturer recommends letting the tray sit at room temperature for several minutes in order for the cubes to properly release, but it took closer to 10 to 15 minutes before the remaining cubes were freed.
Number 2 of my list.
Tovolo Sphere Ice Molds, Set of 2. Tovolo's plastic silicone molds release orbs of ice. Half the mold is sturdy plastic, and the other is flexible silicone to easily extract ice from the mold, which can be a little tricky at first to use. Just the mold together, fill it with water, and 24 hours later, you will have clear, 2.5-inch circular ice. Tip: for the clearest ice, use distilled or pre-boiled water. The design of these molds makes them a favorite among cocktail aficionados, and when put to the test, they produced an almost perfect sphere that melted slowly so as not to overly dilute a cocktail or spirit. They are almost perfect because, in reality, some inconsistencies can occur. And that, of course, results in less than perfect spheres every time. Keep in mind that the ice is also a bit large, so it might not fit in every glass every time. Product tester Sarah Freeman found the molds release easily and noted that the fact that they are a combination of plastic and silicone means they resist freezer smells, which is a bonus. In addition to the sphere, Tovolo offers mustache, rose, and highball-shaped ice molds. Plus, you can fill the mold with flowers or colorful juices. Once frozen, they add visual appeal to cocktails or punch bowls. The set comes with 2 BPA-free 1 dishwasher-safe molds.
And number 1.
W&P Peak Silicone Everyday Ice Tray. If you've run into the common issue of cracking a vinyl or plastic ice cube tray when removing the ice, a bendable silicone tray is a great solution, like this W&P option. The low-effort, flexible ice mold pops out 12 square cubes. Measuring 1.25 inches, the tray's ice cubes are small enough to drop into a cocktail on the rocks yet large enough to shake without quickly diluting. The cubes produced during our testing were some of the prettiest and most consistent you can make in a residential refrigerator. They did not have any sort of plastic smell from the silicone. And despite the fact that the lid does not fully seal onto the tray, it still prevents any food or freezer smell from infecting the cubes. Each cube is easily removed from the silicone mold. However, sometimes cubes stick to the bottom of the mold, producing less than perfect ice. We found that all these trays could be stacked nicely in the freezer and are dishwasher safe. Plus, they come in neutral and fun colors like blue, charcoal, marble, confetti, and more.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.